Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. In case you didn't know, my name is Todd Bryson. I'm an Akashic Records practitioner. I offer a lot of Akashic Records based services, and you can find that information on my website if you're interested. So in this video, I'm going to discuss a few different ways that I use the Akashic Records in my daily life to accomplish a few things, understand circumstance, to change my perspective, or just to inquire or collect information about any number of life's great mysteries. So in this first story, I went into the Akashic Records purposely seeking to understand an experience I had. So I want to discuss that experience with you now. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the skies, as temperatures rise in the northern hemisphere, have been really active. So those of us who are coming out of winter, now is a good time to go get your eyes on the sky because there's a lot of activity. Our cosmic friends have more access to this dimension. They have more clearance to show us things. But also our technology and our cellular structure can hold a lot more vibration, so it's much easier for us to experience some of these things without exhausting us and breaking us down mentally and physically. So I went out and I witnessed a huge craft sweeping its way through the atmosphere, almost like it was dive bombing. It was a very ghostly figure. I could not distinguish much of a structure. What I did see was the outer edge as it kind of cut its way through the atmosphere. So obviously that's something I'm going to want to investigate, and whenever I have those kinds of experiences, I will go into the records. I'll ask, who was I seeing? Why were they showing themselves to me in that way? Were there others who saw that, or just me? There's a broad range of questions you can ask to help you understand what you just experienced. But the answer I got this time really took me by surprise and, shifted my whole perspective on the work that's being done on our behalf and on Gaia's behalf, kind of behind the scenes without humanity's awareness of it. So the answer I was given in the Akashic Records was that I was seeing a craft that was interdimensional in nature, that was sweeping the atmosphere and cleaning it. I had no idea this was a thing. I had no idea that there were systems like this. So I thought that was really cool, and I wanted to bring that to your attention. Our brothers and sisters behind the scenes really are busy getting this place in shape, just like we are on the ground doing the work. That it is all hands on deck right now, taking care of Gaia and making sure humanity understands and fulfills its potential in the way that it's meant to. So keep in mind, as you ascend, as you grow, as you remember why you're here, you are holding space so that things like this can happen on a much larger scale. So the work you're doing is really important. Humanity has decided that it's willing to accept the help of the higher dimensions, and that is something we've all worked really hard for. So this next experience, I did not go into the Akashic Records to acquire this information. This information came from the records passively because I've accepted a meld with the records, meaning that I'm open to guidance, wisdom, and different perspectives 100% of the day. And you guys know with spirit, sometimes you'll get a download and it will be an explanation of everything that's on your heart and mind, and it will drive you and motivate you going forward. Sometimes you get a little piece of it, and then you have to kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together to get the entire message. Sometimes you'll get a partial message in the morning, then you'll get a little bit more in the afternoon, then you'll get a little bit more in the evening, and then by the time you go to bed, you've got this grand spiritual concept or idea that you can implement into your daily life as a lesson learned or a perspective that is helping you grow. So in my situation, I sat down at the computer and I was kind of going through some different ideas. I was going to write an article, wasn't really sure about what or why, but I felt like it was time to do that. So we get on the topic of unconditional love, so I start to investigate what that really means, how to do it. It just seems like something that's really impossible. It really is a tall task for us to accomplish here, but it is an ascension prerequisite. So I start to contemplate, that's a great idea, but how is it done? How do we do it? And then the message came through as clear as if someone was there telling me directly, it's a choice. And that rang through my system so true. And what that means is that it's a choice that we have to make every day. None of us are going to do it perfectly. All of us are going to, once in a while, dabble in the temptation to judge or see others through a critical eye, or, even ourselves. But if we wake up every day and we tell ourselves and our universe that unconditional love is the priority and the vibrational energy that we want to exist in, then everything that comes after that is going to be in alignment. Everything you attract, everything you manifest, whether you judge it as good or bad, making that decision first thing to start your day puts your consciousness at ease that you are in the moment doing the things that you need to do, experiencing the things that you need to experience. It's a decision. Choose love. You won't be perfect at it. You're not expected to be perfect. But what you are expected to do is give the intention to try. And then through you, as a vessel for unconditional love, a warrior for the Creator, you are making that available to others who desperately need it. When you think about the things that go on here, create vibrational shelter for those in need by anchoring in an energy that is fundamental to the universe and creation. That's how we wake people up. That's how humanity remembers. That's how those who are lost and hurting others put down the weapons and step away from the battlefield and try something else. There's importance in you waking up every day with a purpose. So keep that in the forefront of your consciousness. Thank you very much, you guys. The donations received recently have been very appreciated, and thank you very much for all of you who continue to show love and support in that way. Thank you very much.